run some measurements that we need to do. We'll let you know when we're turning the sound back on, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Soft. Soft. Medium. 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 Loud. Medium.
All right. Thank you for sitting through all of that. We're going to turn the sound on your processor, and we're going to see how it sounds for you, okay?
Okay. Do you want me to take my hearing aid out?
Not yet.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right, we're about to turn it on.
Okay. So is this just on? Whoa.
It's gonna sound a little different. How do I sound? I'm just gonna keep talking.
It's a lot louder.
It is a lot louder. Is it
Picking up a lot more.
is it uncomfortable, or is it just you're taking it all in?
It's not bad. It's just more like before it was like I'd hardly notice anything. Now it's like
It's really there.
everything.
That's good. That's good. Is it a good change? Bad change?
Well, it's good, I guess, but it's a little. My voice sounds kind of loud,
Yeah,
but I'm sure I'll get used to it.
you will. You will. And there are adjustments we can make, but we're just gonna keep talking till we get used to it a little bit. Nothing is uncomfortable about my voice.
No, I can't tell if I'm figuring out the words or not or anything, but I can feel you're talking, and
It sounds louder and more
Yeah.
more like something than before.
it's just like before it was like hard to notice things when I was doing both ears, but now it's like with both ears it's like picking up a lot more.
Okay. Do you want to take the hearing aid out? Go ahead and pop that out.
Okay. Do you want me to?
I can. Oh yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna keep talking. Are you getting anything? Any word understanding?
Do you want me to wear an earplug or just keep going like the
No.
way? Okay.
We're just gonna do it like this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess keep talking.
What did I have for breakfast this morning? I had some yogurt and some granola. What did I say the last time to you? Oh, I did get the Notre Dame game for my dad. He was very, very happy. I know the last time we had to find it on Hulu, and that's what I was talking about because I said I was going to get disowned if I couldn't find it.
Yeah. I remember that.
How am I sounding?
It sounds. I could feel like the more like the. I guess the rhythm of the word. It
Okay.
doesn't sound all the same. There's like more like variations in
Okay.
some of the words.
Good.
But yeah,
All right, sorry, this is me talking over.
it's fine.
Hi there. What we're curious to know is how are you feeling in terms of like comfort? Are the sounds too loud? Are they too soft? Is your voice too loud or too soft? Or does it feel kind of right?
I don't think it's bad, or it's not terribly loud. Like it's comfortable.
Okay.
It's just noticeably louder than before.
Okay.
But it's good.
Okay, and then how about Allie's voice in terms of just, we're thinking pure volume, too loud, too soft, or does it feel kind of in that middle space?
It felt pretty middle.
Okay.
I feel like I have to get used to it, but it's not
Yeah.
like uncomfortably loud or it's not
Okay,
bothering
and
me.
then are you getting any kind of squeakiness or tinniness or any kind of robotic-y sort of sounds, anything that sounds strange?
It's not. I don't. Everybody says it sounds robotic, but it doesn't sound like that. It's kind of more like it's like if it went through some like filter and it kind of distorted it, or like a little bit.
It doesn't sound as natural as your other ear.
Yeah, but it's not like really high off. It's just kind of like a little bit off. It doesn't sound robotic. It's not. It's kind of not as crisp, I guess. it's more like things just sound like more like rounded.
Okay.
It's more like doesn't feel like the full thing. I don't know how to describe it. But
That's right. You're still not quite getting the full spectrum of how to be hearing. It's You're only 2 weeks out from your activation. And it's helpful to know that things do sound like a little bit like they're coming through a filter still, but it's also very good to hear that you're not getting any kind of squeaking or tinniness or any kind of unnatural tonal qualities to the sound. It is going to sound different, but we're just trying to make sure that we're not getting any unusual or strange sounds coming with it. And it sounds like things are sounding as normal for right now.
yeah. Well, when you say tinny, like what do you mean by tinny? Or I don't know what to relate that to.
Tinny is like kind of like you're talking in like a tin can would be the best way I could think to describe it. If you ever did that when you were a kid.
Oh, like echoing or something?
A little bit echoing, but really just kind of like have you ever seen The Wizard of Oz?
I guess, yeah. Or what part are you referring to?
I'm just referring to the Tin Man.
Oh, okay.
How he needs his oil so that he doesn't squeak. I'm looking for, does it sound kind of squeaky and tinny like the Tin Man?
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's squeaky, or it's not like high pitched or anything. It seems like, kind of sounds like lower a little bit. I don't know.
All right. It sounds like from just the feedback that you've given, that this is going to be a good place for us to put you for today.
Okay.
We're going to do the same thing that we did before, making those progressive maps for you. You remember how to change them, right?
Yeah.
It looks like you were doing a very nice job with it. I can check and see how much time you spend in each of them. You did a very good job with that. We're going to do that same kind of thing over the next 2 weeks before you see me again.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's get you unhooked here.
Okay.
Thanks for sitting through all of that.
Were you doing like the beeps at a louder tones as well than last time?
Yes,
Okay.
we were doing them. So part of it is because you have had some time to listen and get used to some of the sounds. Things are going to sound louder, but we did increase the volume compared to last time because as you move forward in this process, things are going to get louder.
Yeah.
So good observation. And you definitely, last time it was harder for you to identify what was like soft, medium, and loud. And you may not have perceived that, but that was something we set you a little lower because when we would play the different sounds, it was difficult to get a consistent what was soft for you, consistent what was medium. If we would play the same sounds, you might say, one was soft, and then the next time around you say that it was like louder. This time, given the practice that you've been having with us, you were able to do much, much, much better with that task. And so we were able to make things a bit louder for you.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
Do you have your remote?
Yeah.
I just want to repair it. Oh, and I'll take that, or you can throw it on the ground, thanks.
Around the side.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, thanks.
I got you. Yeah, we're...
I guess in this box.
No worries. And then... Here we are.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, now we're good. So you are back to square one.
Okay.
So we're starting on square one. Okay? And then in a couple days, you'll bump up to second, third, and then by the next time you see me, I want you on the fourth.
Okay.
Okay? We also made some adjustments to your volume. There's still room for you to turn your volume up and down if you feel like you need it.
Oh, did we talk about that last time?
Not a lot, just
I
a
don't
little
remember
bit.
saying that.
That's okay. I don't want you to play around with the volume too much. Your biggest thing is going to be moving from square 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. If by the time you get to square 4 you feel like things are too loud, you have your option of either going back to square 3 or turning the volume down a little bit.
So what's the difference between a square and the volume? 'Cause it sounds...
So these squares, they're not the same thing, although perceptually to you that might feel like, sorry, I can give you this so you can actually like put it back on your head. Oh, careful.
I guess it didn't stay.
It's okay.
Did you change the magnet?
I did not change the magnet. It was just in the wrong spot.
Yeah, maybe.
It's okay. So each of these squares is going to feel like an increase in volume for you, but what it is an increase in what we call charge or current. So that's how much power is going into your system.
Yeah.
For you, it's going to feel like an increase in volume, but what it really is increasing your access to all sounds. So it's not just turning everything up, it's giving you more in terms of volume, clarity, understanding, all of that jazz. This is straight volume, like turning things up and down.
Okay. So, but don't you have to... How
You
is
do
this
not adjust the volume. This does not, these exist separately. You can adjust the squares without adjusting the volume, and you can adjust the volume without changing the squares.
Well, to turn down the volume, do you have to turn down the charge? Or...
So eventually, it may be that we do that. So each of these is going to sound louder to you each time.
Okay.
Once you get to the fourth one, that's going to be the most charge that you've had. This volume here, this is not adjusting the charge. This does not adjust the charge. It strictly adjusts just how loud or how soft things are. I know that it sounds silly because it sounds like the charge and volume are the same thing. They are not the same thing. Trust me when I say that they are different. They function differently, even though it may sound similar to you.
Well, is it blocking how much is coming in? Like, when you say volume, or is it like how much this is receiving or something? Or...
So, and not how much it's receiving. It's the same as if you were to turn up like your car speaker. You know, you're changing it from like a 5 to a 10 is going to sound louder to you.
Okay.
It hasn't changed what your speaker's doing. It's just turned the volume up.
Okay.
Whereas like if you go into your car setting to adjust like the bass or the treble, that's kind of what we're doing when we're changing the charge. We're adjusting those more specific settings, whereas volume is just volume.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't know if that made make more sense or less sense,
I think it made a little more sense.
but just stick with the squares for now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock those for you.
Okay.
What other questions can I answer for you?
Well, do you need anything more?
Nope. We are all done with that today. And then the only thing that you're going to need is your hearing aid. Can't leave without that. And then we should be good to go.
Okay.
That was everything I had for you. Shorter appointment this week, but that's okay.
Yeah.
They're styled like this. You know, some long, some short, some long, some short.
Okay.
So next time will be a little bit longer. We'll do a little bit more. But for today, unless you have any other questions, we're in good shape to finish up.
Okay. I guess it feels pretty good. It definitely, like this entire time, it's picking up
Definitely
stuff.
picking up more. Good.
Yeah. But, okay.
That's good. It should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, just increase those squares every couple of days, and then we'll see you back in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
I think that's when you're scheduled. You can double check it when you check out.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Well then,
Yeah,
let's get you all fixed up and ready to roll.